Good morning all. Now coming to a small topic, that is osteomeatal complex. It is really a complex area which is situated in the lateral wall of nose in the middle meatus. There are numerous synonyms of the osteomeatal complex, so it is also called as osteomeatal unit. It is also called as osteomeatal complex. It is in short simply called as OMC also. It is also called as key area and it is also called as critical area. Clear? Now to define the osteomeatal complex, we can say that it is the area which is present on the lateral nasal wall in the middle meatus, and it receives the drainage from anterior ethmoid cells, frontal sinus and maxillary sinus. So in other words, we can say it is nothing but the common pathway for drainage of ethmoid, frontal and maxillary sinus. Clear? So osteomeatal complex, it is present on the lateral nasal wall in middle meatus, and it is a common pathway for drainage of ethmoid, frontal and maxillary sinus. Now coming to the boundaries of osteomeatal complex. Now to go for the boundaries, we will go to a small diagram which we have already seen in the lateral wall of nose. So this is the nasal septum. Here there is lateral wall. Here I will draw the middle turbinate or the middle concha. Then this is middle meatus. In middle meatus we know there lies the ethmoidal bulla and it drains the maxillary sinus. So here we will go for the maxillary sinus. This is uncinate process. This is inferior concha and this is the floor of the nasal cavity. Clear? Here there lies the ethmoidal air cells, and on the lateral side there lies the orbit. Clear? So this is the orbit. This is maxillary sinus. This is middle turbinate. So this is middle meatus. Then this is uncinate process. This is inferior turbinate. This is inferior meatus. This is ethmoidal bulla. This is ethmoidal air cells. Clear? Now this is the osteomeatal complex which is bounded on medial side by the middle turbinate or the middle concha, and on the lateral side it is bounded by means of lamina papyracea. So medial boundary, it is formed by the middle turbinate, whereas lateral boundary it is formed by lamina papyracea. Now what is lamina papyracea? It is also known as the orbital lamina of the ethmoidal plate, and it is the principal component of the medial wall of the orbit and lateral surface of ethmoid air cells. So there lies the lamina papyracea which is forming the part of medial wall of the orbit. Clear? So this is osteomeatal complex. Now coming to the anterior, posterior, superior and inferior boundaries. For that we will go to the another section showing these boundaries. So we have already seen this. This is the nose. This we know it is the palate. Here lies the frontal bone. This is the roof of the nasal cavity, and here posteriorly there lies the sphenoid sinus. Then this is the posterior ethmoidal sinus. This is posterior. This is anterior ethmoidal sinus. Here there lies the ethmoidal bulla. Below the ethmoidal bulla there lies the hiatus semilunaris, and here there is the agar nasal sail. Clear? So now here there lies the sphenoidal sinus. Clear? So we will go for the nomenclature. So these are agar nasal sail. This is anterior ethmoidal sinus. These are posterior ethmoidal sinus. This is ethmoidal bulla. This is hiatus semilunaris. These are the structures in middle meatus after removing the middle turbinate. This is the posterior wall, the posterior border, and here we know there lies the inferior turbinate. Clear? So with this we will come to the anterior, posterior, superior and inferior boundaries of the osteomeatal complex. Now again here lies the osteomeatal complex, which is bounded superiorly by means of basal lamella. So basal lamella, it is nothing but the osseous plate which is separating the anterior ethmoidal sinus from the posterior ethmoidal sinus. So this is the basal lamella. Clear? So it is the osseous plate separating anterior and posterior ethmoidal sinus. Clear? This basal lamella, it extends posteriorly and it is also forming the posterior boundary of the osteomeatal complex. So this is osteomeatal complex which is bounded superiorly and posteriorly by means of basal lamella. Then anteriorly you can see it is open, and we know that here lies the agar nasal and here there is the atrium of the middle meatus. So agar nasal and the atrium of middle meatus, it comes in anterosuperior and anterior relation of the osteomeatal complex. Clear? And again inferiorly you can see it is open in the middle meatus. Clear? So these are the boundaries of osteomeatal complex. So what we have seen in the boundaries: medial boundary, it is formed by the middle turbinate. Lateral boundary, it is formed by the lamina papyracea. Superior boundary, it is formed by the basal lamella. Posterior boundary, it is also formed by the basal lamella. Anteriorly it is open and inferiorly also it opens in the middle meatus. Clear? So these are the boundaries of osteomeatal complex. Now coming to the components of the osteomeatal complex. Now the functionally significant components are: first is the uncinate process, which is hook-like bony extension of the medial wall. Clear? Then hiatus semilunaris, which is the final drainage passage. It is nothing but a crescent passage lying between the ethmoidal bulla and the uncinate process. So here below there lies the uncinate process. So hiatus semilunaris, which lies between ethmoidal bulla above and uncinate process below. Then frontal recess, which is the drainage channel of frontal sinus. So this is the frontal sinus, which drains into hiatus semilunaris. So this is the frontal recess, that is the drainage channel of frontal sinus. Then bulla ethmoidalis, which we have already seen. Then the ethmoidal infundibulum, which is the funnel shaped passage through which anterior ethmoidal cells and the maxillary sinus drain into hiatus semilunaris. And finally the maxillary sinus ostium, which is the drainage channel of maxillary sinus. Clear? So what the component we have seen? First, the uncinate process, which is nothing but the hook like bony extension of the medial wall. Then hiatus semilunaris, which is the crescent shaped passage lying between ethmoidal bulla and the uncinate process. Then the frontal recess, which is the drainage channel of frontal sinus. Then bulla ethmoidalis or ethmoidal bulla. Then ethmoidal infundibulum, which is the drainage of anterior ethmoidal cells and the maxillary sinus, and through which it drains into hiatus semilunaris. And finally the maxillary sinus ostium, which is nothing but the drainage channel of maxillary sinus. Clear? So these are the components which we have seen in these diagrams. Now what is the importance of this osteomeatal complex? It is an anatomically constricted area that is prone to blockage. Clear? Especially in the presence of structural anomalies like mucosal swelling or the tumor. In addition, we have seen that ostia themselves are small, and therefore an impairment in the ventilation of sinus due to such reason it will lead to chronic rhinosinusitis. Clear? Then one more important thing regarding the osteomeatal complex is that according to some author, basal lamella, it is responsible for separating the anterior osteomeatal complex from the posterior osteomeatal complex. Now we have seen that there is only one osteomeatal complex, but according to some author there are two, anterior and posterior. Anterior is the one which we have discussed just now. It is separated from the posterior by means of the basal lamella. Clear? And the posterior osteomeatal complex, according to them, it lies in the sphenoethmoidal recess and it drains the posterior ethmoidal sinus and the sphenoidal sinus. Clear? Now, the posterior osteomeatal complex, it is less involved in chronic sinusitis than that of anterior because its anatomic variations are fewer. So, when the disease is limited to anterior osteomeatal complex, basal lamella can be left undisturbed, which will reduce the post-operative complication. Clear? So, this is all about the osteomeatal complex. Thank you.